Today I will be reviewing Braxton Family Values, Season 5, Episode 17. This episode was another episode for TD Jakes. I mean, he really needed to be here. So let's talk about it. I'm a creature of habit, okay? I wake up every morning during the weekday, get up, shower, feed my children, go to work. Go to work, pass everyone in the office. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? It's just something you do, creature of habit. I ask everybody, how are you doing this morning? And I make sure I don't miss a single person. And everybody thinks I'm so nice and polite. Do I really give a damn how they're doing every day? No. This is something you say. It's something you say. I figured this out a long time ago. Is that people don't want advice. They don't. If I ask somebody, hey, how are you this morning? They're like, I'm glad you asked. Have a seat. I look at them like, child, do I look like your therapist? I probably would avoid talking to them for the rest of the damn year. It's just something you say. And when I figured that out, I was a teenager when I figured this out, that people don't want advice. I've had the longest relationships of my life. My relationship with my girlfriends go on and on and on because every time in their crisis, I never tell them what to do. I'm only there to listen. This might be the problem that's going on in the Braxton family. So let's talk about it. Tamar, you're my girl. I love you to death. I love how you speak your mind, you're very smart too. But you might need to shut the fuck up manual because you do not know when to shut the fuck up. Nobody wants advice. I've told you that. People just want you to hear their problems, including your sisters. Child, so you're all at the table. It was you, it was Trina, it was Tracy and Towanda. Trina invited everybody over for a food tasting contest. And she said she wanted everybody's raw opinion. But does she really want everybody's opinion? No. This is when you keep putting your foot in your mouth. You don't feel because those are your sisters, you're obligated to tell them the truth. You shouldn't tell anybody the truth. Nobody but yourself. It went terribly wrong and it was all your fault. If that was me, I'd have been sitting in that chair and them damn wings could have tasted like syrup on a steak. And I wouldn't have said anything because people don't want advice. She has to come to her own conclusion that these don't taste good. It will backfire every time. Now, I don't know if you noticed, nobody else liked the chicken either, but did they say anything? And when you gonna learn? So you think you're doing her a favor by being honest and upfront, and all you doing is ruining these relationships more and more and more. I bet you if you start going to family events and you shut the fuck up and don't tell anybody anything and only worry about Vince and Logan, they'd love you all over again. But you have a hard time doing that. And granted, the things you were saying, Mason, you have to have French fries. Trina, like what? But you shouldn't have told her, Tamar. Let her figure it out. She might not get fries now for another 5 years because now she's trying to prove a point to you that she is her restaurant. She gonna what she do, and she ain't. No, really, you were making sense. Like you have to have fries. But child, she wants to waste her money on syrupy wings. Then that's what she do. You look out for Tamar, Vince, and Logan. That's how it's got to be. That is how it's got to be. I wonder when you gonna figure this out. Like, child, please, y'all going on y'all 10th therapist. Shut up, Tamar. No one wants advice. I'll give you a clear example in the next segment. Now I want to talk about Towanda and Miss Evelyn, and they were on a walk and talking honestly about what Towanda was going through. But I gotta talk about it with my ongoing theme that nobody wants advice. It's just human nature. People do not want advice. Child, let me tell you. So Towanda is really catching it about this divorce. She's distraught because Andre asked for everything, including the damn kids. He want everything. And if she had a dog, he want that too. He want everything. And so Miss Evelyn told her exactly what I was thinking last week is divorce is war. She said, you've got to prepare for war. She's the exact word. Divorce is war. Was Towanda listening? No. People don't want advice. Miss Evelyn gave her good advice, poured her heart out, was like, honey, you can't let him end up with anything. And you know what Tawanda's response was? Well, I think we're going to try counseling. Dude, what part of war has anything to do with counseling? Like, what? She didn't. Zoom. It went right over it. Like, people don't want advice. Tawanda's going to do what Towanda wants to do. And unfortunately, she's just in the mood to give Andre all of her money. Everything she worked for, she is not listening. When you go dead broke, Towanda, you can't blame anybody but yourself. It's just the most asinine thing I ever heard of. You do not know how to vote. So you want to take your ex-husband, who you want to divorce, to counseling in hopes of having an amicable divorce. Look, good luck with that. I mean, if you don't listen to your own mama, who you gonna listen to? Towanda, you about to catch hell. And you bring this all on yourself. And when y'all was at that restaurant with that preacher, Tamar was getting ready to tell you that you are making some huge mistakes here and he don't deserve a damn thing. Thank God for you that preacher or the bishop stopped her, because you would have ended up hating her at the end of that damn meal. So, but ain't nobody gonna tell you nothing different. I mean, I told you last week to look up some divorces and see how it was done, but I guess you didn't get the memo. Child, you didn't have a carton of milk when you done. Feel bad about that, but I gotta move on. I hate to admit this, but it's the God's honest truth. Like, I didn't really grow up in the church. Like, I went occasionally when I was younger, but by the time I became a teenager, like, I was too tired from hanging out all Saturday night to get up the next morning to go to church. So I didn't really go that much. And then when I was little, I always went to the daycare part. So I love church. I just never sat during the ceremonies. And I would peek my head occasionally and see people getting the Holy Spirit and stuff. But I was thinking, since I seen them at church, is there such thing as church etiquette? I mean, if you really are feeling it, are there any rules, like you could feel it as much as you want, but stay in your seat? Because Tamar was just going crazy with all this. Yeah, standing up, rolling on the floor. Are you allowed to do that? Yeah, I was like, what? Nobody told her to sit down. She was going and saying she feel. I didn't know church was like the club. You can just jump all over if you feel it, hop around this. I had no idea church was the club, because remember, I was at the daycare part. I heard the music, but I didn't see all this going on. I don't know how they was listening to Tamar was going crazy. But I guess maybe that's what people do in church. I mean, there should be some church feeling it rules. Like, should you just be allowed to roll all on the floor? I can't even hear what's going. I didn't know. I was at the club. I thought that's where the party was going on, but maybe I was at the wrong place. Maybe I should have been going to church. It was insane. And last but not least, we have Tracy and Papa Braxton. I don't know. Michael, the father. Let's start with Tracy. So Tracy and Tamar met up because Tracy was supposed to, I thought she was going to tell her that she had some beef that she was holding on for 2 years. But Tracy decided in that hotel room, when it was peace and quiet and just them two, and while both parties were not mad and were ready to face the problem, she decided now wasn't the time. I guess she got to wait another 2 years. Listen, you have to tell people when they do something wrong, or you might not ever get a chance to get it out. And that's just not for Tracy, that's for you, Papa Braxton. Because when you called in a panic because you thought Mama Evelyn got into a car accident, you wasn't acting like a regular old ex-husband. Like, you were in a panic. You was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I lose my spouse. I don't think, I'm thinking you're still in love with Miss Evelyn. it's not a regular reaction. You better let her know before it's too late. I mean, I know you remarried, but they say let everybody know, your loved ones know that you love them. And so for me, your reaction, you're not over her, divorce or not. But these are the problems that people go through in everyday life. That's why I love this show. Hell, some of this shit is going on in my family now. So I'll be there next week to see what else is going on. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye.